Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Grover today. It has been a little while since I've covered him, but we're not just going to be doing any regular old Grover like I did in the last video, because my alerts for the most part are still pretty much the same. They haven't really changed all that much. I have tweaked them a little bit, but instead we're going to be redoing a video that I think I did like a year or two ago. It's been a really long time. We're going to be playing with Ferocity and basically playing Grover as close to a sniper as you can. We're just going to be sitting at the back, throwing out our axes and really just staying away from the fight, throwing out those axes at the back and trying to hit for as much damage as we possibly can. So I'm basically just going to be running this standard setup, which has Verdant Expanse 4. We got Fatalis and also Chop Down in there for reset on the Q and also reduce cooldown on the Crippling Throw, because it should make our shots a little bit easier to land. Although I do still have these other three setups, which we might go for depending on if it makes sense in the situation. But the focus is going to be on Ferocity, just sitting at the back, throwing out axes. You get what the video is, I'm sure. Going to queue for just Siege for the first one, then maybe we'll do an Onslaught for game 2. TDM doesn't really make sense for this because obviously we want a bit of a longer map and TDM's usually quite small. Alright, well, for game 1 we've got Siege, Frozen Guard. Shoutouts to Rakgam, that is the Fury. I did say that I'm going for damage and he'd already locked in Fury, so it kind of works out pretty well. Shoutouts also possibly to the Eevee. We also have a Jogos and a Barak. For the enemy team, we're up against another Grover, which would be kind of interesting. A Charlene, a Ruckus, another Furia, and a Tyra. So this is a weirdly similar setup. Not really what I was expecting, but sure. Also, I'm sure as some of you have noticed, my voice is kind of gone. Not really any reason why. I haven't even been talking that much today, but for whatever reason, my voice recently has been extra sensitive to being, I guess, overdriven. I don't really know what the right word would be. Pretty much always had problems with like keeping my voice and stuff just because of the way it sounds and the way I talk, but maybe going for the damage reduction might make more sense. You know, I'm gonna stick to this one. I feel like it makes sense, so we can at least play as like a hybrid. Fury is going for like straight heals. We've got Wormhole, we've got Fortify, we've got Fusillade. We're up against another Healing Fury, a Recurve, Burn Monster. Guess I should go ahead and start out with Cauterize if we're gonna be focusing on damage. I'm not sure what their freaking Grover's going for just yet, but we've got Aerial Assault. Seems like their Grover is going for the very standard Deep Roots. I'm just gonna go ahead and place myself here, I guess. Oh, there we go. It's a 900 straight off the bat. We are still having server lag. Keep that in mind. It might be a little bit easier than normal or a little bit more difficult than normal to actually land my shots. There is a couple 600s for the Grover at the back. There goes the Fury. Jesus Christ, we hit hard with these axes. Even at this range, I'm getting a pretty nice buff. There goes the Ruckus as well. Charlene is nearly gone. Well done, team. That was a pretty clean wipe. That's a sentence I don't know if I want to say again in the Paladins video. That's Fury just burning me, although that didn't tick for very long. I'm going to see if I can heal up the Eevee. Not really sure why I'm pushing up so much. I feel like I should be further back to get the extra damage. Jesus Christ, I just took an absolute pounding. Just throwing out these 900 axes. I feel like I'm kind of whooping them right now with this free damage. There is a kill. There's the Q. We capped the objective. To be honest, I don't really play that much Grover myself, like in my spare time, but he is a character that whenever I make a video on, I have tons of fun with, so I feel like I should actually probably pick him up more. Definitely a big reason as to why I don't play him that much is because he is a very popular character. I see him all the time with Deep Roots like we're going up against right now. There is some more hits from Fury. Was going for a beam. She's still going for it, but she is gone. That's Drogo's going for an ult. The Grover is just chilling here, but he is dead any second. Did we kill him? Yeah, we did. Cool. That's another really clean wipe. Why am I saying that sentence twice? And actually, I'm going to sit further back and let the team do the work and just throw out like my axes as best as I can, because I feel like that's actually probably a better idea for me trying to get damage and stuff. Tyra went for the ult. I'm kind of trading with this Grover a little bit. There's a Q. There's some more axes over there. I'm fighting the enemy Grover and Charlene quite a bit. I think Fury is probably dead, or no, she's still up. Never mind. I called that a little bit early. I will say it might actually have been smarter for me to go for Deep Roots so that I can get like easier shots by rooting people and stuff, but at the same time I feel like the damage buff from Ferocity is actually coming through pretty clutch. I'm just throwing over axes that deal like 1k. It's kind of ridiculous when you think about it. Throw over some stuff on the Ruckus. I should definitely be targeting him because he's a bigger target. Just kind of aiming for whoever I can hit, to be honest. Why did my axe not deal damage? I don't know. More 600-700s for him. Let's go see if we can finish off the Tyra. I don't think she's got very much health. Yep, there we go. She is out. Let's get rid of the Ruckus. He's going for an ult. That makes my job really easy. Charlene's trying to hit me. Ruckus is gone though. There's a hit or two for the Charlene. Push successful because they weren't paying attention. Nice. There we go. It's a pretty free 2-0. I'll go ahead and finish off Cauterize. Really glad I decided to go for Cauterize because it's working out very well. I'm like 90% damage with like 10% heals. It's working out great. Guess I'm aiming for top damage. That should probably be my goal, right? I'm trying to sit on the objective as well for the team. Let's get rid of that Ruckus. There we go. He's out. There we go. That is going to be the 3-0. Team seems to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting. I'm kind of just sat at the back capping the objective. They were all pushed up. Pretty much everybody just got cleared. There's a bunch of hits for Charlene. There's a Q. Hello, Tyra. Well, we got cleared. I went ahead and got a little bit of Chronos. Also got a little bit of Haven. I feel like that makes the most amount of sense. I definitely think we could turn this into a 4-0. I'm not incredibly hopeful for it. I feel like if I place myself well, I should be able to deal some pretty damn good damage to him. That is our Fury going for an ult. Grover going for an ult as well. He's gone. Nice. Can't believe I actually landed the final shot there. Maybe we can hit the Tyra. No, that is a very long distance fire. I think she was actually trying to throw it at the Drogos mid-air, which is an interesting tactic. Drogos actually went for the ult just now and he missed it because the Ruckus managed to dodge. There is another K or two which is thrown. I'm just going to aim it down this little slit here. It's such a cheeky tactic, but if they keep walking into it, I can't really, you know, blame them or blame myself. I don't know what sentence I'm trying to say. That's where I going for the ult. Ruckus did try and dive in, but he's gone, and that is the 4-0. What a smooth first game. That went really, really well. I feel like I did pretty decent. I don't think I'm going to have top damage, but I feel like I definitely did what I set out to do, which was sniper freaking Grover. That went great. There we go. There are the stats for game 1. We actually ended up with top damage and also top healing on our side. We were beaten out by their Grover by like a little bit, but overall I'm really happy with how we did. Totally did what I set out to do. I feel like I showed off sniper Grover very, very well there. Drogos did pretty good. Our Eevee did pretty decent. Fury did pretty good. Same thing with Barik. As for their side, Tyra did decent. Ruckus had a bit of a tough time. Grover had a bit of a tough time. I'd say Charlene did pretty decent, and I'd say the Fury did fine as well. Should we end it off with an onslaught? Yeah, sure. Why not? There are a couple close onslaught maps, but there's also some ones that have really good lines of sight. Hopefully we do get one of those better ones. I'll switch up the skin and go back to Soulbriar because I like the way this one looks. Alright, well for game 2 we've got Onslaught Magistrate's Archives, a map that I'd say is kind of in the middle. It's not the best. It's definitely not the worst for the team. We've got an Eevee, we've got a Cassie, we've got a Buck. We're just waiting on that one last pick. I'll probably go for the same setup. It seems like we've got a Pip, and for the enemy team we're up against another Grover, kind of interestingly, a Barik, an Andrew, a Cassie, and a Tiberius. That just very much proves that Grover is a very popular character still. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to stick to Ferocity, even though Deep Roots would probably help more in a sniping situation just to be able to lock them down. I'm going to go for this anyway, and then the Expanse setup. We'll also go ahead and start out with some Cauterize, and we'll get some Chronos. We've got Wormhole, we've got Catalyst, we've got Exaction, and Bulk Up. Then for the enemy team, we're up against Architectronics, Vicious Assault, Rampant Blooming is kind of interesting, Curse Revolver, and Impulse. Their Grover is just going for as much healing as possible, so it kind of makes sense for me to start out with Cauterize. We'll just see if we can get any of those early angles. Jesus Christ, we legit hit for 1,000 at this range. That's ridiculous. Genuinely kind of crazy that we can hit for like a K. It does suck a little bit that we only deal like 300 to turrets and stuff, but the fact that I can just hit people for this much damage is so much goddamn fun. Barik is nearly gone. I'm trying to hit that Cassie, but I'm predicting her badly. Overall dealing some pretty good damage though. That Barik shield does lock me down pretty hard, so does that Grover right click. Barik and Grover are both not looking very good. There we go, they're both gone. 700 on the Cassie. There is a Q for the Pip. I'm also going to F myself away. Jesus Christ, that was janky, but I guess I'm alive. Kind of surprised that worked. Guess I'm just going to sit near the point and throw out some axes at like middle range. That seems to be the play. Barik is being very aggressive here for some reason. That is Pip going for the ult. Pretty much just solo ulted the Barik. That works fine. There's a 900 for the Andro. There's another one onto the Barik. There's a 700, another 700. See if we can get some on those guys that are a little bit further back. That is Andro with the reversal. Pretty sure Andro's going to try and flank me any minute because he disappeared off to the left and I haven't seen him in a minute, so I'm actually going to go ahead and jump up top. Yeah, it was really predictable what he was going for because I actually saw him take the freaking different direction. I'm going to go ahead and pop the ult kind of unnecessarily. I just want to make sure that nobody dies here. I probably should have saved it, but whatever. There's a right click. That is the Cassie going round. Lag is making it rather awkward. There's a 350 to finish him off. There's a hit or two on this Barik. If I can actually land them. This is really, really awkward. Some of the angles I'm trying to throw axes at people is just really making me mess up. There's a double hit on the Andro and a Q to heal people up. Let's go and finish him off. Okay, his dash is working really weirdly, but he's gone. We're definitely doing a worse job at locking down the objective than they are, just because we don't have a tank, obviously, and I'm also not doing a very good job with damage so far. I'm missing a lot of my shots. I'm landing the combo with the left click and the right click, only doing it at close range though, and obviously I don't have deep roots, so it's not hitting for very much. Oh, Grover, I nearly finished you off. You juked in the direction that I didn't think you were going to juke in. Okay. Hello, Andro. That is you going for the ult. I'm just going to go ahead and pop that to counter it, I guess, and make sure that this Cassie survives. Did you not land a single hit on the Tiberius there, by the way? I really thought he was going to at least be low by the end of that, but there we go. I'm finally freaking dead. I feel like I was alive forever there. I've got 2,100 credits. We'll go ahead and finish off Cauterize and also get a little bit of Chronos Snap, a little bit of Haven too. Sure, why not? That's Pip going for a 4-man ult. If only Barik's shield wasn't in the way, I could have actually done something to help. There's a hit or two for the Barik. He's gone. Nice. This is a very messy fight. Tiberius is just doing flips. I'm going to F myself into nowhere. That was a completely useless F for me, but for whatever reason, he just gave up on chasing me. I'm healing with my passive. Nearly got my Q up. Couple hits for the Barik. Never mind. That shield has actually countered me really, really hard. I can hit everybody else, but that Barik shield is just locking people off. Kind of surprised that hit actually registered there on the Grover. There's a Q. Let's get 2 hits onto the Cassie. Let's finish off, I guess, somebody. I don't know who I'm going to get. I guess it's going to be one of these two. There is a double here. Guess I'm going to go ahead and pop the ult. We gen it pretty quick, and maybe Cassie can finish off these two people. Please, they're both really low. That was a Grover heal that just hit both of them. I think he's on the top. How am I nearly dead? Can we just kill these guys, please? There we go. Cassie's gone. Why is this game so stressful? I don't know. Double hit on the Tiberius was pretty spicy to shut him down, and also a nice heal afterwards. Cool. That actually went well. I feel like I'm doing pretty good damage overall. There goes the freaking Barik that was turned into a chicken. I'm going to F myself up here if it'll let me. There we go. Kind of get behind her a little bit. There we go. Couple hits on her. She is gone. Maybe we can get rid of this freaking Grover as well. Cool. Can we also kill the Andro? His dash is super weird. Can't really call this video freaking sniper Grover if I'm fighting up this close all the time. Let's go ahead and pop the ult. Can I save the Buck? No. Does that even go through ceilings? I know it goes through floors, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it goes through ceilings though. That might have been a useless play. Grover went ahead and popped the ult. I'm just going to go ahead and retreat over here. There's a couple hits as I leave. Game is really, really close. It's within 10 points. There is a Q. I'm going to F in to make sure Tiberius gets cleared. Nice. Somehow I once again ended up with like 2k credits. I need to actually die here. Barak is going for an ult, I imagine. Yeah, that was a very freaking predictable play. I think Eevee went ahead and used hers as well. Tiberius is just wiggling in on the right side. He popped his Q, but he's missing so many hits. What a weird play. What was going on there? Have we actually just won? Yeah, we have. There is the victory, and that is me right front and center popping an emote. I didn't do that intentionally, I promise. That looks like such a dick move, but there's the victory. Really thought we were going to lose that game. We were behind for so much of it, but there we go. We managed to pull it back. I don't have top damage, but I was really close. I was beaten out by the Pip by 5k. Do at the same time, though, I have to give myself a little bit of credit because we did also heal for 64k. He healed for 8. I feel like my 55k extra healing probably makes up for that 5k damage difference. Overall, feel like I did pretty good. Shoutouts to Evil Rat 69 and also the Sniper 2018. What gamer names? That was the Grover and the Andro. That was a really good game overall. Shoutouts also to Aether. That was the Eevee. Yeah, sure. That was a really good match, actually. That was great. So let's quickly go through the stats top to bottom. Buck had a bit of a tough time. The 811 40k, he didn't do particularly well. He did struggle a little bit. I'd say the Cassie did as well, to be honest. I'd say Eevee did decent. Pip did a really good job. I'd say I also did pretty damn good. I definitely could have done better. Not the best I've ever played Grover. I did miss a bunch of my shots, but I'm happy with how we did overall. I'll take it. As for their side, Tiberius had a bit of a tough time. Andro did decent. Grover did a really good job. 103k heals alongside Barak. They just stuck to the objective a ton there. He has 260 seconds on the point. And I'd also say Cassie did really decent, but that was just a great game overall. I think Tiberius and Buck were definitely a little bit below the rest of the team. Cassie and their Cassie was also a little bit different, but overall that was just a great match, and I'm quite surprised we won that. Got to give mad props to the Pip because he made a really big difference. So yeah, there we go. That was Sniper Grover. Definitely a little bit less so in game 2 just because of the map and also the game mode and the way the teams were. Barak with the shield was denying me a ton. I would have had so much more damage if it was a different tank. I reckon overall Deep Roots is definitely still a better talent, even if you're going for Sniper Grover, just because you lock somebody down. It makes your shots way easier to land, and obviously it trains as well, so you get a decent amount of damage from this because it obviously adds potential to deal more damage with your right click, and obviously if you go for a setup with it as well, you're spamming it out a ton. Overall, Deep Roots Grover is just really good, but Ferocity isn't massively behind. It's pretty close, especially on the longer maps. But like I said at the start, there aren't really too many cards that combo with like Sniper Grover, but yeah, thank you for watching. I guess I'll end the video off here. See you guys all very soon. Of course, let me know what you want to see me do next. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and as always, stay frosty. I feel like I messed up my outro there, but screw it, whatever, that's the one I'm going for. I haven't done outtakes in ages, and I guess this is technically an outtake, but my voice is completely shredded, man. If I don't put effort into talking, it just doesn't come out. Like, I just can't talk normally. I usually put a lot of effort into talking anyway, because I have like tongue tie and shit. I've mentioned it before in videos, but voice is just completely gone at the end of this video. So if I don't have one tomorrow, that's probably why. It's just because I literally can't talk. But see you guys soon. Thank you for watching my stuff. I appreciate it. If you stay to the end, you're like a real MVP. I've said that again a ton, but see you guys soon. Have a good one.